everyone, welcome back. Welcome back to another episode of the Mustard. I review mustards. We have one of our final mustards for this series before we do a quick hiatus, about 2 weeks before we get on with the other mustard review show. And I'm trying to, as you see, progression of audio, green screen, not really bright enough in the light that I'm using over here. Anywho, the light that y'all are seeing isn't bright enough just yet to make this green screen completely 100% opaque so you don't see me, but I'm doing what I can. So hopefully this works out. We have a special mustard. Now this is something that I didn't actually know they made a mustard. I know they make mayonnaise, and I didn't know they did mustard, so I was actually excited for this one. And we have something special just because I was out and about today, and I said, why not? So we're going to try this with nuggets. Wendy's nuggets at that. So we're going to get a little crazy here with these Wendy's nuggets. But on the mustard cam, you can see the top of the lid. Some of y'all might recognize this. Some of y'all might not. Shout out to my coaster from Pride. It's Pride Month going on, so shout out there. But let's do a reveal. And we got Duke's Spicy Brown Mustard. Southern flavors since 1917. So that is the mustard. If I can get you, let me see if I can get a good light here. You can see the color of the mustard. Because it looks green, it's going to get opaque through it. But I don't. Yeah, this one's got the. It's got the little shape off top. And on a side note, the last mustard that I reviewed, I actually used some of that with a. I made a special sauce with it, and I put it on chicken. That and I made a gravy with. Well, I guess that's the sauce, but gravy, like a mustard gravy. So that's really good. I like mustard gravies when you do it just right with just the right amount of chicken. But here's the mustard. You can see it there. I'm just gonna. There's a little bit on this right here. I never had Duke's. I can't. If I had Duke's mayonnaise, it was something unintentional where I didn't know products. I couldn't say I actually had it, but I might have had it before at some. Okay. For starters, I like it. It's a great little mustard. Got a little tang, little tart. I can see the spiciness. It's brown. It's great. And I think I don't know if these nuggets here are regular or the spicy nuggets, because they ran out or they didn't have spicy nuggets, so he tossed in a couple extra nuggets at the Wendy's by my house that are regular, because I said I got two. It was my nugget anniversary, so I got a free 6-piece nuggets if I order something, so I got 2 sets of nuggets. But I don't know if the first set of nuggets was spicy or regular. I know he said he didn't have a lot of spicy, so I don't know again if he gave me a mix, but we'll find out. So I'm not gonna dip it because it's got the got the hole there, so I'm just gonna toss it up this way. It's a little bit on there. Okay. And let me tell you, when these nuggets are already pretty perfect, then they had the spicy version. Those were also perfect. And does this mustard enhance the already perfect flavor of the nuggets? I'm gonna say yes. Yes, it does. Okay, I got another one here. Now, what I like to do with mustards is I'll usually get like a hot mustard and mix that in with like if a lot of places now do like buffalo sauce, ghost pepper sauces. I'll kind of make the mix the either honey mustard or like a sweet mustard or the hot mustard with whatever the spicy element is of the thing. But there we go. Let's try this again because I think that did enhance the flavor of the nugget. Yep. Yep. Oh, So that's the mustard here. There's the back side. Um, yeah. Now, on a standalone, texture wise, it's a great texture. It's a great mustard feel. Now, I've had lots of spicy mustards over the years, and I just go with the cheap one, whatever this budget brand is at the stores. Gideon's or sort of the G, or the house mustard that the whatever the local store brand is, their mustard of a similar type. Uh, Something I'm going to say about this one. I'm going to get another nugget here because a little hungry. I'm not too hungry, but texture wise, it's got great texture to it. It's got just like creaminess, you know, the right amount of tartness, the right amount of, twang in your mustard. And it says spicy brown. I mean, I won't say it's spicy, but in mustard terms, I guess you could say it's spicy. But when I hear spicy mustard, because you got spicy Asian mustard, which is really got a spice kick to it, because it's got bright yellow mustard color. So, in terms of this style of mustard, this is a step above the other mustards in this category, for sure. Default better than the house brand mustard from the grocery store, which is whatever their store brand is. And there's one I can picture the bottle. It's a tall one. It's usually about $2, $2.99 sometimes, but between $1.99 and $2 is usually what $1.99, like $2.50, I should say. Sorry. And it's gold. Starts with a G. It's got gold and it's like a red packaging. That one also in that same category. And it's funny because I think, maybe do I have some? I might have some in my fridge just prior to this, and I don't want to use a mustard that I already had before. So, but yeah, this is definitely a step above. I like it, and it is great color-wise, everything, smoothness, creaminess. It checks all the marks for what I consider this type of spicy brown mustard, and I'm impressed. And it accentuates the flavor of the nuggets by, like, these nuggets are already good, but add a little bit of this, and unless you really want that zing from like a spice, then you Wendy's has a ghost pepper ranch sauce, good stuff. But just to for the non-spicy person and non-aficionado, this is not a bad choice for your nuggets. I like it a lot. So I'm surprised it took me this long to try Duke's. So I'm very shocked. But it's a go-to. It's what I would expect a spicy mustard to taste like. Because this one, I don't know what they did to it. Like I said, I usually buy the cheap store brand mustard when it comes to this, and I just keep it in the fridge, use it for random stuff. But this right here, put a little bit of this in if you're making like a mustard barbecue sauce, a little bit of this in there, I think you're looking pretty good. Some people use a mustard powder in barbecue sauces to get the color and stuff, and that also provides that kind of that spicy note that you're looking for. But if you're in a pinch, like I said, this will work great. And like I said, if you're doing a great barbecue sauce, this is a good choice. Give it that zing, zip, that twang that you might be looking for. It's creamy. It's not super thick, and it's not gritty. Because some of the mustards I've tried over the course of this series, which are great. This one, I know, like I said, it's a good, solid, spicy brown mustard. It's a step above the other ones. I don't know. They added something to it that the store brand doesn't have. that Gideon's or hold on here. While I got you on, let me see here because I'm not trying to. I don't want to ruin the gloriousness that is this one. Oh, Golden's. It's called Gulden's. It's Gulden. That's the one. Apparently, I guess it's a German one, but I actually prefer this one. I don't know. This one's not bad. And I don't know the price point that I got this. I got it off of Amazon, but it's not a bad mustard. And the one thing I do like, so this one, the shape of it, the indent on the bottom, and just the size. It's like, sorry, the shape, the size. It's just like a perfect container of mustard. Start squeezing out. Some of the mustards are plastic and tall, and when you get down to it, you try to squeeze it all out. You're not gonna get it all out. You have to open up the lid. You gotta get like a little. I use sometimes chopsticks or something. You gotta scrape out the sides to get all the little mustard out. I don't feel like you would have to do that as much with this because it's this perfect size and it's just easy squeeze. And once you get to the bottom, you'll see that very little is left in there. That you're gonna need to do that with some of the other brands of mustard. So, yeah, I think this is a good choice, and I could see this doing this on. I don't want to do it on like a mustard spatchcock chicken, just because I like. I want it to brown. I like the texture that the more of a grain mustard has on it than this one would. Not to say that you couldn't try it, but I like the texture that the grain mustard has, and also it does a nice crust. But this is definitely in a barbecue sauce or some sort of mustard-based sauce of some kind. But yeah, hot dogs, sausages, Mexican chorizo would be perfect for this. Get a spicy Mexican chorizo. Yep, load it up. A little bit of this. You're going all the way. Or like, not everyone does this, but if you did like some people do like you do like a. Now this is gonna be sacrilegious, but if you do potato salad, some people add a little bit of mustard to their potato salad to give it that yellow hue. They don't add a lot, but just a little. And I think this would be perfect in a potato salad. Use some of this, you're looking good. I think so. Anyhow, this video is going a little bit longer than I expected, but again, Duke's spicy brown mustard gets a good check mark in my book. And also, happy Pride Month to those that celebrate. I will catch y'all later. And again, we're going on a little hiatus for a couple of weeks, 2 weeks roughly. I gotta plan out some more mustard videos, and I think I have. Well, several people made suggestions on other types of videos I should do where I review products, and I think I know what I'm going to review next. I'll have to see how doable it is, just because it's a little bit tricky for this next product. I think I want to review, but it's unique. So people said I should try ketchup, but I was never a ketchup person, so and I want something that's going to be somewhat consistent, but also has variety. Like mustard's a great product because you get variety of mustards. So ketchup is pretty universal across the board in terms of flavor. Like there's not much variety in ketchup. So I think I might have an idea. I don't know if it's going to work because again, it needs to have some variety. And mustards from around the world are great. Hot sauces were a great product because around the world you're like, that's a good hot sauce. You can try hot sauces from different parts of the world and they taste totally different. But I think I might try something out of the box for my next video when I get to it. I'll brainstorm it up with the team, see what the team says about it for future videos. But catch me back in about 2 weeks after this video for some more great mustard content. This has been a great series to do. And again, I moved recently, so I'm evolving on my audio. So yeah, check out the videos, this video, and other videos in my series via the playlist. Have a good one.